Students, as I have told you to find out the various types of mirror available at your home. So let's see what are the various types of mirror. Here you can see this is a plain mirror. It is flat mirror. In this mirror the back side is painted and the front side is the reflecting surface. Okay. Now we'll see the another mirror. This is the convex mirror. In this convex mirror, the curved part is painted. It is non-reflecting surface, and the upper surface, which is a curved one, this is a reflecting surface. That's why it is known as a convex mirror. This is a concave mirror. In the concave mirror, the inner part is reflecting surface and this part is the non-reflecting surface. In a concave mirror, the curved part is reflecting surface. See, you can see from here. This is a curved part. And how we are going to identify the types of mirror? We have to touch the surface. The deeper side, if there is a depth, then this is a concave mirror. And if there is no depth, or if the outer surface of the spherical mirror is the reflecting surface, then it is a convex mirror. Have you ever gone to laughing chamber? बहुत सारे मॉल्स में या अम्यूज़मेंट पार्क में लाफिंग चैम्बर होते हैं जहाँ पर अलग अलग टाइप के मिरर्स होते हैं. उन मिरर्स में आपकी एक फ़नी सी इमेज दिखाई देती है. सो मिरर्स यूज्ड इन लाफिंग चैम्बर और द रेयर व्यू मिरर इन कार्स आर कर्व्ड मिरर्स. तो जो रेयर व्यू मिरर्स होते हैं कार में वो भी कर्व्ड मिरर्स होते हैं. And these curved mirrors are known as spherical mirrors. Students, now see how the spherical mirror are prepared. Generally, spherical mirrors are parts of a hollow glass sphere like part B. Now what does it means? Just इमेजिन अ स्फेरिकल ग्लास बॉल. एक कांच का एक बड़ा सा ग्लास का एक बॉल है, और अगर हम उसको कट करेंगे, जैसे कि हम एक छोटा सा पीस एप्पल का कट करते हैं उस तरीके से, तो अगर हम उसको कट करेंगे तो हमारे पास एक डिस्क जैसा एक ग्लास का पीस आएगा, दिस पार्ट बी. और उसको अगर हम आउटर साइड से पॉलिश करते हैं, then the inner part is reflecting, it become a concave mirror. अगर inner part को हम पॉलिश करते हैं और तो ये जो ब्लैक वाला outer part अगर reflecting है, then it become a convex mirror. So in this way we used to prepare a concave and convex mirror with the help of a hollow glass sphere. Now students, let's study the terms related to spherical mirror. Suppose this is a spherical mirror. In this spherical mirror, this part is a spherical mirror. Okay, this is a sphere. Here, ये जो sphere है, या फिलहाल हम इसको consider करेंगे circle. Obviously आपको पता है कि सर्कल का एक सेंटर होता है. There is a center of a circle and there is a radius of a circle. Now here the mirror is a part of this circle. Suppose this is a curve, this is a mirror which is a part of this sphere or a circle. Now sphere is also a center. So this center C is called the center of curvature of this mirror, and the distance of the center to the surface of the mirror is known as the radius of the curvature. The midpoint of the mirror is known as a pole, and the line which is passing through the center pole is known as principal axis. So let's see the definition of these terms. What is center of curvature? The center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part is known as a center of curvature. What is pole? The center of the mirror surface is called its pole. What is radius? What is radius of curvature? R. The radius of the sphere of which the mirror is a part is known as radius of curvature. What is principal axis? The straight line passing through the pole and the center of curvature is called principal axis. Let's see in the diagram as I have explained you. The line which is passing through the pole means this P and the center C, center of curvature. This line is known as principal axis. Now it is principal focus, or sometimes in short we used to call focus. The ray parallel to the principal axis get reflected from the mirror and meet at F. With the help of ray diagram, it will be more clear that what is focus. From this diagram, you can see that the point F is called the principal focus. It means that the point where the reflected ray meet the principal axis, that point is known as principal focus or focus. Now what is focal length? The distance between the pole and the principal focus of the mirror is called focal length. That means distance between the pole P and F, focus. This is the focal length. Now students, let's see the reflection of light through the plane mirror and concave and convex mirror. As you have studied in your earlier class that how the light rays get reflected through the plane mirror, they follow the laws of reflection. You have studied the laws of reflection. Let's see with this experiment how the light rays get reflected. So here you can see that the a single ray, white light is coming. It fall on the plane mirror. This is an incident ray, and inside the plane mirror you can see the reflected ray. So this get reflected as per the laws of reflection. If you are going to change the angle of incident, the reflected ray is also going to change. So angle of reflection is also going to change. If it is perpendicular to the plane mirror, the reflected ray is also perpendicular. So it follows the laws of reflection. Let's see how the parallel rays get reflected through the concave mirror. These are the parallel rays. If these rays are going to fall on the concave mirror, after reflection they get converge and they get converge here. See, here you can see that the reflected rays get converge and converge at one point, and this point is known as the focal point or focus. See, if I am just changing this so that you can able to see it clearly. After reflection they converge at this point. So here also they are going to converge at one point. If you are going to change the angle, the reflected ray get reflected at different direction. But in diagram we used to show it on the same side. Now students, let's see how the incident ray get reflected through the convex mirror. Here these are the parallel incident rays. If you are going to put a convex mirror, the rays are going to reflect in this way. Now since all the rays are mixed, you can't able to see. I'm going to change the angle. Here you can see that these rays get diverge. After reflection, reflected rays get diverge, or we can say there is a diversion, and these rays are going to intersect inside or behind the mirror. So the focus point is inside the mirror or behind the mirror.